Right now, the palace is on high alert. I say this all the time, and some of you ask me this question, why you say that? Well, it is because they are indeed on high alert, if not the highest, over this. So what am I talking here about is what I want to discuss with you guys in this particular video. I love to see her in this costume, zombie, absolutely fantastic. So what piece of information I have that I can share with you? William reportedly prepared to take legal advice over Harry and Nutmeg decision to produce a documentary marking the 30th anniversary of late Princess Diana's death. The project is said to be in development with streaming giant Netflix and scheduled for release in August of 27, 3 decades after Diana died in a car crash in Paris. On Sunday, sources told Radar Online that the film will examine Diana's life, her treatment by the media and the monarchy, and the impact of her death on her sons. However, those close to the 43-year-old Prince of Wales claim he is deeply uneasy about revisiting his mother's story in what he sees as a commercial production, particularly given the reported involvement of his estranged sister-in-law who never met Diana. I have mentioned this report yesterday actually. The other reason I should say the palace, i.e. Prince William, is not comfortable and he's gonna fight against his brother from, and of course Meghan Markle, from producing that documentary is because of the recent failures. They have produced a documentary on, I believe it was about some stuff going on in their life, and that documentary ranked lower than a cat video online. In other words, actual production is a complete disaster. William cannot have Diana's name attached to actual production's failure, because regardless of what they produce, it will be a failed project. That is 100% guaranteed. William would not want Princess Diana's name to look bad because of their production, because of their inability to produce something even average. They cannot even produce anything on an average standard, because they are below that. I think that is the other reason why William is going to be fighting really hard. It is not just the money that they want to make, which will of course make William to take legal action against any production of documentary in regards to how Diana should be seen. What has struck a nerve for William is the extent of Nutmeg's role in the project. A source told the outlet, see, this is exactly what I said. Now he feels good that allowing her to influence or derive any benefit from Diana's legacy crosses a deeply personal boundary, and he experiences it as a betrayal of his mother rather than a tribute. This is not a tribute. What Harry and Nutmeg they are going to do, it's not a tribute. It is actually an insult, mocking her legacy, her memories. Because Perry, he doesn't really care about his mom's legacy. If he did, he would have stayed in the UK and served, people like her mother, like his mother did. He did not serve people. He served his wife. He chose to serve his wife. And now, how long he's serving? How many years? 7, 8 years, or maybe more than that. Who knows? The insider added that William feels that transforming his mother's life into marketable content is deeply distasteful. He firmly believes, quote, Diana herself would have been appalled by the idea of her story being repackaged for profit, especially by global streaming platform, they said. Quote, so as such, it's understood William is actively exploring every available obstacle that could be placed in the project's path, end quote, including potential legal avenues. So what does it mean? It basically means that William will go to the court, get a order, some kind of legal verdict that she cannot produce any documentary, not only on just Diana, but also on the monarchy, because that's what she's planning. When we talk about her returning to UK, we talk about her also making documentaries, dramas, shows, and all the while using the monarchy to pitch her sale to the public. She is really up to for that. She is not up to for showing the true nature of the monarchy, what they do, what they have been doing for the people, how they're serving the people, none of those things, and we know that. So he is going to be seeking legal help. Sources close to Sperry, however, insist he is equally determined to proceed, arguing that the commemorating his late mother is something he has an inherent right to do as her son. What we will see between Sperry and William is actually going to be fight. Okay, this is a very awkward situation, but Sperry will not spare William over this. He believes he has equal right. Why would you not let me film my mom's memories and the graveside and all of those things that I want to show to the public? That's the demand from Sperry. Of course, that gets more, boosted by her support to Sperry. So they are going to be creating some big trouble in the coming days. That's for sure. The Welleses and the Sussexes have been estranged for more than 5 years. Actually, this is now a long time. And Sperry and Nutmeg's decision to leave UK, relocate to the UK to the States since 2020. In a new biography, William and Catherine, the intimate inside story by royal reporter Russell Mayers, it is claimed that cracks in the brothers' relationship began when Harry first introduced Nutmeg to the family in 2017. It is understood the Prince and Princess of Wales, particularly Catherine, made concerted efforts to welcome the former actress into the fold. Tensions reportedly escalated ahead of Sperry and Harcourt's Nutmeg's 2018 wedding, when Harry Sperry sought additional security for Nutmeg but was refused by the British Home Office. He later felt unsupported by both his father and brother, who he believed did nothing to help, despite Catherine reportedly receiving extra protection when she was William's girlfriend. These are all BS. Catherine did not receive extra protection the way Sperry wants us to believe. While the royal family has never publicly detailed the breakdown in relations that ultimately led to the Sussexes stepping back from royal or official duties in 2020, Harry and Nutmeg have spoken on several occasions about their grievances with the firm. Yeah, they can keep on complaining, and that's what they're good at. They have been doing it for a very long time, but people have actually seen it all, and they're now fed up with how they're complaining all the time. I'll give you guys more updates on this one. Subscribe for more videos.